Wendy Williams breaks silence on Diddy sex trafficking investigation, years after she was criticized for speaking out against the disgraced rapper. By James Vidiska and Nola Ojomu for Daily Mail. 1738 the 1st of October 2024, updated 2201 the 2nd of October 2024. Wendy Williams has spoken out in the wake of Sean Diddy Combs' arrest, claiming it was about time the disgraced rapper was investigated. Heralded for decades as rap royalty, Combs is currently awaiting trial at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center in New York City on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering and transportation to engage in prostitution. Williams, 60, had always been openly critical of the disgraced music mogul, 54, throughout her career, so was unsurprisingly relieved to learn that he is being investigated. What is really weird is that I have been told by so many people, Wendy you called it, she told DailyMail.com exclusively. Including some people from my family who have said the same. The popular TV host, who said she was doing good, in the wake of her aphasia diagnosis and health concerns, said she was horrified at the video of Combs abusing his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hotel lobby. Combs, 54, is currently awaiting trial at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center in New York City on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering and transportation to engage in prostitution. You know how I feel about that. It is about time, she said. To see this video on TV of Cassie getting pummeled, it was just horrific. But now you have to think, how many more times? How many people? How many more women? It's just so horrible. The Wendy Williams show aired its final episode in June 2022 after 13 years, without Williams herself making an appearance. She previously withdrew from the show in 2021 and embarked on what was initially supposed to be a temporary leave of absence to cope with health issues. Some fans have since claimed that had Williams still been on air, she would have highlighted the fact she had warned of his alleged behavior for years. One fan wrote, "I truly miss Auntie Wendy Williams on days like today. No one did hot topics like she did. No one. I can almost hear her going off on Puffy Diddy and telling us she told us so. Because she's always known and she tried to tell us. Many times. I hope she's doing better. Don't forget that Wendy Williams told us exactly who Sean Combs was back in 1998, 26 years ago, read another comment. Her fans have claimed that had Williams still been on air, she would have highlighted the fact her previous warnings had been accurate. Over the weekend an awkward interview with Diddy from a 2017 appearance on the Wendy Williams show resurfaced. The clip showed the controversial rapper talking to Williams about her son Kevin Hunt Jr., who was 16 at the time. And let me tell you something, as the mother of a now 16-year-old, Williams said before Diddy interrupted, who I met backstage, he's a great young man. Williams swiftly thanked him for the compliment before appearing to space out and stutter her words as Diddy stared at her. Commenters quickly flocked to the old clip and noted how cagey Williams was when Diddy mentioned her son, now 24. That was a threat, he's saying play nice, one wrote. Another said, the way that she hesitated, you know that she knew about him. The way she wanted to say, you stay away from my son, another added.
We come from a very homosexual era of hip-hop as well. There was a radio personality once upon a time, her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle. There were many situations, none of which to talk about, but there were many situations back in the day in my career, and it's all coming full circle now.
Beyonce's true age, check.
Well, what is her true age?
Quite honestly, I think that this is the kind of couple that will stay together because it's good for business and because they don't want to disappoint us. They reportedly are trying to figure out a way to split without divorcing. In other words, a hood divorce.
Puff got one of the hottest DJs off of Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down.
There was a radio personality once upon a time, her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such.
And she allegedly has been avoiding Puffy. You know, my thing about when you date a mogul is like he can hire a plane right now, land on the roof of the hotel where she's staying, pay people off at the front desk. I'm already paranoid.
Well, y'all had bad blood for a while.
Real bad.
Real bad.
The worst blood.
The worst blood.
What's the tea?
Well, spill it.
Sympathy's at home.
Well, everybody, the Puffy Combs trial has begun, and, prosecutors are saying that Puffy fired at least one gunshot into the ceiling of the nightclub, which is, ridiculous. This whole thing happened back, of course, in December of 99. The comment came during the opening statements, and 3 people were injured during a shooting. Of course, Shine and Anthony Wolf Jones, the bodyguard, will also be standing trial. They're also saying when the gunshots rang out, now whoever threw the, pulled the trigger, whatever, Puffy ran out of the club so fast and got into the waiting SUV. It wasn't until he got into the truck that he realized that he left Jennifer behind, along with his bodyguard, Anthony Wolf. He just ran. Forget it. That's a true sign of an itch bag, by the way. Leaving his
I thought it was an unpay.
Well, eventually, Jennifer and Wolf made their way to the SUV without Puffy.
Right.
They ran 11 lights to elude the cops. Supposedly it was Puffy, although people are saying they saw a female hand tossing a gun out the window. And then when the cops stopped them, they found a second gun, of course, in the car.
Right.
All 4 of the occupants, the driver, the bodyguard, Puffy, and Jennifer, were handcuffed and taken down to the precinct. And eventually, Puffy and his bodyguard, Wolf, were overheard talking about their plot to bribe the driver to take the rap for the gun. And Puffy was overheard saying, and I quote, because the prosecutor said this, "I can't go to jail, I'm Puff Daddy." Well, okay. All right, now I'm going to give you a quick, brief breakdown of some of the jurors, and I'll give you the rest on the next down low, or if you call and you express interest about this particular case. How do you know?
Because I spoke to them. He's calling back and he doesn't care if it's on the air.
Okay, where we gonna go?
Good, then we're going to be on the air. Hello?
I have Mr. Combs.
Oh, okay. Now we're down to Mr. Combs. What do I call him?
Mr. Combs is on the line.
Like the president. Hi, Puffy.
Hey, what's up, girl?
How are you?
Just chilling, just watching this news, bugging out, man.
All right, I remember I got off the air one day and then the total bitches were downstairs waiting and everybody upstairs at the radio station was looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight in shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. I'm standing in the door like, what? And I'm literally about to go through now. I'm not like, what, let's fight, because I'm not one of those type of broads. And plus there was 3 of them. The little Chinese man that drove the van, they were coming. There was no security or anything. It was just them 3 fighting broads. By me. And my co-workers had shot standing upstairs trying to look down to see it all jump off. They all knew. When I said goodnight to everybody, everybody's pressed up against the window. I didn't even walk or bother asking, what are you all looking for? Because when the clock strikes, it's time to go. It is time to go. I didn't get a chance to hit the sidewalk before I knew it out of nowhere. And there's a whole bunch of rah-rah going on outside, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And I send Cower and Skell out on the sidewalk, and he comes back in and says, it's total outside. And they're about to set it on you.
As you leave the page, don't forget to hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.